Hey there, welcome to the third episode of Lost Season 1. Get ready for more intense moments and intriguing developments on the island. In this episode, titled Tabula Rasa, the survivors continue to face challenges and learn more about each other's pasts. The episode begins with the US Marshal interrogating Jack about Kate's whereabouts. He warns Jack not to trust her and asks about his handcuffs, realizing that he had the keys in his jacket pocket. Jack finds a mug shot in the pocket, revealing that Kate is a criminal. As night falls, the group decides to camp out in the jungle. Sayed takes the opportunity to explain what happened during the flight. The pilot had lost communication with the ground and decided to turn the plane back to land in Fiji, but this information was not communicated to the passengers. The crash occurred 1,000 miles off course, making it highly unlikely that a rescue team would find them. Sawyer suggests focusing on the presence of the French woman and her distress call rather than discussing how the plane crashed. The group debates whether to share the distress call with the others on the island. Sayed argues that sharing the information without fully understanding it could lead to panic and the loss of hope for rescue. Back on the beach, Hurley comes across the paper containing Kate's mugshot, revealing her criminal past. Now, apart from the US Marshal, only two people know about Kate's secret, Jack and Hurley. During the campout, Boone attempts to steal the gun from a sleeping Sayed but is caught. Boone claims he was standing guard, and the group decides that Kate should keep the gun for safety. The scene then flashes back to Australia, where Kate is sleeping on a part of a farmhouse. The farm owner, Ray Mullen, wakes her up and questions why she is trespassing on his property. After hearing her story, Ray offers her a place to stay if she helps him with some chores left by his deceased wife. Kate agrees, and as they shake hands, she notices that Ray has a prosthetic right hand. Back on the beach, Sayed briefs the group about what happened on the mountaintop. He suggests organizing 3 separate groups for water, electronics, and rationing food. Although the group had initially decided not to reveal the distress call, Kate feels compelled to inform Jack about it. Jack asks about the condition of the US Marshal, unaware that Jack now knows about her criminal past. Jack decides to play along for a while. Later, he tells Hurley that the Marshal won't improve without stronger antibiotics. Jack suggests they search the plane's overhead compartments for more medicine. Jack goes into the plane to search for supplies, but Sawyer has beaten him to it, looking for different items such as alcohol and cigarettes. Kate introduces herself to Hurley, but he notices the gun tucked into the waistband of her jeans and becomes frightened, remembering her criminal past. Hurley nearly runs away from her in fear, leaving Kate wondering about his reaction. In another flashback, Kate attempts to sneak away from the farm in the middle of the night, but Ray catches her. He requests that she leave the following morning, and she agrees. However, Ray had discovered her true identity when he saw her picture in the post office. He plans to turn her into the police the next morning to claim the $23,000 reward. He disguises his intentions and drives her away. Kate notices a vehicle following them and immediately realizes that Ray has discovered her secret and suspects his true motives. In the vehicle, she sees the US Marshal, who gestures a bullet-shooting motion, indicating that she has been caught. Michael disapproves of his son, Walt, spending time with Locke. However, Locke later extends an act of kindness towards Michael that may help improve their father-son relationship.
I know that Walt lost his mom. I thought that you should be the one to bring his dog back to him.
Michael finds Vincent, Walt's dog, and sees the joy on his son's face. Sawyer approaches Kate and suggests that she should put the Marshal out of his misery to spare him from further pain and prevent the group from having to listen to his screams all night. In another flashback, Kate tries to steer the car away to escape, but it overturns and catches fire. She pulls Ray from the car and drags him to safety on the road to save his life. The marshal catches up to her there, and she gets arrested. Back on the beach, Kate enters the marshal's tent to talk, and he asks her to end his suffering. Despite being a criminal herself, she hesitates to do it. Eventually, Sawyer takes matters into his own hands and shoots the marshal, narrowly missing his heart. This means the marshal will endure more pain until he bleeds out and dies. The episode ends with an enigmatic expression on Locke's face, leaving viewers curious about his intentions and role on the island. And that's the recap of the third episode of Lost Season 1. Stay tuned for more thrilling episodes and revelations as the survivors navigate the mysteries of the island.